Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to see you. First of all, I would like you to say thank you for STBA JIA who given me the time to give an explanation to you about improving writing skill. And then also thank you for the committee who works very hard to hold this seminar. And thank you also for all the participants who joined here. I really appreciate it. Before we discuss about writing details, actually, I would like to show you about the difference between speaking and writing skills. Here are speaking. Speaking, because it is oral, it is often spontaneous and unplanned. It's also usually informal and sometimes repetitive. And then most of the speakers usually use simpler sentence. Difference in speaking, writing requires systematic instructions and practice. And then because it is written, it's more formal and compact. And then sometimes beside the writer use simple sentence, they also use more complex sentence and connectors. Okay, although both of them are productive skills, writing gives any idea that you advance must be supported by specific reasons or detail. So guys, based on this glance difference between speaking and writing, what do you think it is harder? Do you think speaking or writing? If your answer is writing, I do agree with you. But not only you, also my students. And here are usually what my students always complain about writing. Here they say, Miss, I can't think anything to write. Nothing on my head. They say, I cannot write anything. How do I start? So this, mostly my students complain about this. And then the second one, sometimes they say, I don't know how to fix my mistakes. Do I write correct? Or where's my mistakes? I don't know. Like this. And then sometimes they say, Miss, I feel that everything I write is stupid. It's silly. Let's see the language, they say. And then the last, because they thought that English is complex skills, I do it later. I do it later, they say. So they usually do the procrastinate. Okay. So beside the problems of writing faced by my student, while they are doing writing, they also face here common mistake that we can find in their writing. The first one is about incorrect or inconsistency of verb tense. They do mistakes in verb agreement. They use mixed tenses, for example, and so on. Also, incomplete sentence, or sometimes we call this fragment. It is missing something, for example, missing subject, or missing verb, even missing object. And here about what we call run-on sentence or too long sentence. Run-on sentence means two simple sentences are run together without correct punctuation to separate them. It could be 2 or 3 sentences is long together. That's run on sentences. And then here, misplaced modifier. They put wrong place in modifier. And then here, what my student call spelling error or typo here. Sometimes missing consonant, maybe missing vocal. And then the last is about punctuation. Punctuation is they do not how or where to put comma or where to put period, using colon, using semicolon, and so on. That's usually face my students in writing. Okay, as we know that we find the process of writing based on Brown. The first one in pre-writing, and then the second one is about drafting, and the last one is about revising. Okay, start from pre-writing. Here, Richard and Renandia said that in pre-writing stages, teacher can help student generate ideas through such activities as brainstorming, clustering, and rapid rewriting. Here, guys, I would like to show you the easiest way how to create a paragraph essay by using what we call brainstorming. Brainstorming, I think it's familiar, right? Brainstorming usually recommended by most of practical writing book. What is brainstorming? That's brainstorming. Brainstorming is a quite quick way to generate a lot of idea on a subject. The purpose is to make a list of as many as ideas as possible without worrying how we'll use them by Blanchard and Root. Also, Wilson said that brainstorming is an individual or group method for generating ideas, increasing creativity efficacy, or finding solutions to a problem. I'm sure that in your head. So how to apply this, man? Okay, this one. There are some steps in doing brainstorming. The first one is write down your generate subject or specific idea. Or if you still do not have it, just make a list of everything that comes to your mind. Everything, anything. It can be phrases, words, sentences. Don't worry about the order of idea, mechanic, grammar, spelling, and write or anything. Write down. Just write down what in your head. Anything. And then just keep writing down whenever come to your mind until you round out the ideas. Until you think that, oh, no other idea on my mind. So just stop it. The next step is the example. For example, I am a writer. I do not have any idea what to write. So I try to make brainstorming on my head. So I write anything. Here I write in the kitchen, cold, music, angrily, smoke cigarette, come true, wishes, rain, business, and rain again. Touchy, action film, singer, difficult, sadness, persistence, realism, mistakes, no regret, try to forget, and great sense. After I thought that it's finished, all already comes to my list. So I try to read Read all this. Which one I would like to choose? Just choose. Okay, I choose here, great cells. So my next step is here. I do brainstorming again, but in this step, we focus on great cell. We focus on great cell. Yeah. And then here, I do brainstorming again. Use collect things in good condition, clothes, toys, books, all dishes. So store them in the grace, clean everything, clean the grace, arrange items on the tables, borrow tables, make sign, put them around the neighborhood. People don't buy broken or dirty things. Get chunks from the bank. Ask your friend to help. Decide on the prices. Put a price on each item. Buy price tags. Make sure everything is clean. Wash and iron clothes. Advertise. Try to have it on a sunny day. Decide on a sunny day and time. Be prepared to bargain. Or you may use WH equation on it. For example, who are my buyers? What are the prices? How is the situation on my great sales or everything? You may use WH equation on it. And then the next step is what we call drafting. In drafting, try to make your brainstorming, the second steps of brainstorming, to be a paragraph. Sometimes my students say, Miss, should I write all? Or maybe may I add this? May I add the idea? Or may I throw away some ideas? The answer is up to you. You are a writer. You have a power on it. So just write down. Here is the examples of my writing. For example, it is easy to have a successful grace if you prepare for it ahead of time. First, collect used things in the good condition. Then, clean the item and store them in the grace. Decide on a day and time for your sale and decide on prices and mark a price on each item. After that, make signs to advertise. Don't forget to put signs around the neighborhood. Next, get chunks from the bank, and beside, arrange items on the tables in your driveway or yard. And finally, be prepared to bargain. Okay, and then for the next step is what we call revising. When you think that you're writing, you need what we call feedback maybe from the reader. Just ask your friend or your lecturer or your teacher to read. Just read mine and then ask them to give comment. What's your comment? What mistakes do I make? Maybe in the agreement or punctuation, capitalization. Ask your partner to do it. After your partner revising, your next step is your final steps is rewrite again. And it comes what we call your final writing. Okay, guys, it's clear enough? Here, that's the reason why I usually use brainstorming in my class. Because it is stimulating and provides a varied instructional approach. And also, it is highly motivating. It's always also increased our focus It also promotes more spontaneity and creativity. It is also efficient and productive. It involves participant in ownership idea, and it provides a permanent record and aids in developing solution to a problem. So guys, is it easy, right? The step of writing using brainstorming. Here also, I give you tips to improve your writing skills. The first one is write often. Make yourself fall in love with writing. Means that every time you want to write again and again. Just want to see you, your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Just write it down. Okay, and then monitor your progress. Just ask your partner, how about my first writing? How about my second writing? How about my third writing? Just monitor your progress. And then find a place that is well suited for your writing. Sometimes people need the place that is suited for start writing. For example, in a silent situation, or could be in a cozy place, or could be a place with a beautiful panorama. Just find which one is suited for you. And then do not give up. Sometimes what we call here, when you make a lot of mistake, again a lot of mistake, and again a lot of mistake, we feel, oh, I'm really tired writing. Please do not give up. Just do exercise more. Again and again. And please do not worry what people think. Never think that, oh, my writing is silly. Oh, I guess that my friends do not like reading my writing, or so on. Just focus on yourself. Please do not worry what people think. Just focus on you. And then read a lot. Read will support your writing. A lot we read, a lot we can write. Various we can write. So reading will support your writing. And this is also, look up the examples of good writing. Maybe you can see how the best author write. Or you may see the bookseller, how do they, the bookseller that is, what is it? That what we call booming, yeah, what we call booming here. How do they write? And then so on. At least also you have to brush up your grammar. Means that you have to improve your grammar. Not only grammar, vocabulary also, or a basic rule of writing, and so on. So guys, I think that's all our our discussions about writing. And then thank you very much. I'm so sorry for the weaknesses. Hope we get a lot of benefit. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.